Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Fans say Savannah Chrisley unraveling in real time. Chrisley Knows Best alums Todd and Julie Chrisley had their appeal considered in Atlanta, and now reality TV fans wonder if Savannah is delusional about the outcome. Read on to find out what fans think. Savannah Chrisley responds to Julie's vacated sentence. In the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, the court upheld the convictions for Todd Chrisley and his wife. However, they did vacate Julie's sentence, and she will be resentenced. It's good news in a way, because of a lack of evidence. However, their daughter seems to be too optimistic that it will make a big difference. When Savannah Chrisley heard about her mom potentially getting a lesser sentence, factoring in time served for her fraud and tax-related offenses, their daughter seemed very excited. She hoped that soon the judge would send her mom home. However, she is still slamming the prison service conditions, and many people think she's simply hurting Todd Chrisley more as he serves his 12-year sentence. Todd Chrisley's daughter is delusional? On Reddit, Chrisley Knows Best critics think that Todd Chrisley and Julie's daughter is trying to convince herself that her parents are innocent. Plus, they think she's expecting too much from future appeals, not to mention the vacated sentence. In the comments section, many people agreed that Savannah Chrisley seems to put too much emphasis on complaints, and not enough trust in the fact that her parents might be guilty as charged. Here are some of their thoughts. I think that Joker face speaks for itself on the merits of her sanity. This girl is unraveling in real time before our very eyes. Seeing that she takes marching orders from Todd daily and his appeal was completely denied, I'm sure it's just a reflection of his own personal meltdown. She's completely delusional. Now that the appeal didn't go as planned, at least for Todd, her and Todd will probably be relentless in their complaints about that prison. I wish she would wake up and realize that this complaining isn't going to free Todd from prison, nor is it going to change the way she would like it to. I think in the past Todd has gotten what he wanted by being a PIA. Savannah is just like him and she'll do anything he asks. If he doesn't get transferred to another prison, she's going to get him hurt. Savannah Chrisley, the smart, sassy, and once seemingly unbreakable star of Chrisley Knows Best, has been captivating fans in a new way lately, and it's not about her style, beauty, or business savvy. Instead, fans are saying they're witnessing her unraveling in real time as she navigates the challenges and pressure that have surfaced since her family's dramatic fall from grace. The once lighthearted and bubbly Southern belle now appears more guarded, introspective, and even vulnerable, prompting viewers to wonder if the strong, witty woman they've come to love is facing an identity crisis, or simply revealing a new, unfiltered layer of herself. When her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, were found guilty of federal tax evasion and sentenced to prison, Savannah faced an unthinkable upheaval. Her reality was shattered overnight. The picture-perfect family dynamic she'd grown up in, the luxury, the laughs, the relentless positive attitude Todd instilled, suddenly felt hollow and fragile. With her parents gone, she assumed responsibility not only for herself, but for her younger brother Grayson and her niece Chloe, who suddenly needed a parental figure. It was a tall order, one Savannah took on without hesitation, but not without a cost. Recently, fans have noticed that Savannah, while still trying to keep her brave face, has started to let cracks show. Her social media posts, once filled with glamorous snapshots and cheeky captions, have grown raw and reflective. In long, emotional posts, Savannah has shared the struggle of juggling her new responsibilities with the loss and heartbreak of seeing her family torn apart. Her captions hint at sleepless nights, pressure to perform, and a sense of isolation. "No one prepares you for this," she wrote in one post. "No one tells you what to do when the people who raised you can't be there anymore." It's clear that she's navigating uncharted waters, and fans have taken notice of her changes. "She looks so tired all the time," one follower commented. "This isn't the Savannah I remember." Another remarked, "It's like she's aged 10 years overnight. She used to be so carefree, and now it's like the weight of the world is on her shoulders." A community that once marveled at Savannah's glam life now feels a growing concern for her well-being. Savannah's podcast, Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley, has become a platform where she shares her thoughts, fears, and frustrations. Her voice, raw and sometimes cracking with emotion, has revealed a side of her that is far more vulnerable than her fans are used to seeing. She's opened up about her worries for Grayson and Chloe, the intense scrutiny she's under, and the loneliness that comes with feeling like no one fully understands her position. In a recent episode, she admitted that she often feels lost, that her purpose used to be so clear when her family was intact, and now she's left questioning everything. Some fans see this as the beginning of a transformation, but others are worried. This isn't just growing pains, this is her breaking, one fan wrote. She's been thrust into this role, but she never got to process what happened, and in the eyes of viewers that lack of closure is eating away at her. As a young woman barely in her 20s, Savannah has been forced to become a mother figure, a provider, and the family's emotional cornerstone. To some, it seems like the weight is simply too much for her to bear alone. Interestingly, some fans view her unraveling as a sign of bravery, rather than weakness. Maybe she's finally letting herself be real, one fan suggested on a forum. She's always been expected to be this perfect, untouchable Chrisley, but this might be the first time she's actually just being Savannah, and this perspective sheds new light on her emotional transparency. Savannah Chrisley may not be unraveling so much as redefining herself in the public eye. Even her friends and co-stars have expressed concern, as well as pride in Savannah's resilience. Her family friends, who have watched her grow up under the watchful eye of Todd Chrisley, have spoken out about the extraordinary demands on her, recognizing her sacrifices and commending her for taking on such a difficult role. But even they have commented that the stress she's under is unsustainable, and they worry about her mental health. In response to her growing following of concerned fans, Savannah has recently made an effort to focus on mental wellness, even sharing that she's in therapy and encourages others to seek help when they feel overwhelmed. She's spoken about the value of journaling, meditation, and reaching out to loved ones, especially on days when she feels like she's losing herself. On her podcast, she has shared her hopes that speaking out about mental health will help normalize it for fans who might be experiencing their own struggles. Yet even with her efforts to take care of herself, fans can't help but feel that Savannah's current challenges go beyond what any self-care routine can fix. Some worry that she's bottling up too much of her pain, continuing to smile and post pictures when in reality she's struggling. Many have pointed out the visible change in her face. Lines of tension around her eyes, and anxiousness that wasn't there before. She doesn't have to be strong all the time, one fan urged. We'd still support her if she needed to take a break. What remains to be seen is how Savannah will navigate this critical juncture. As her fans witness what they're calling her unraveling, there's hope that she'll find healing in the process. Perhaps the vulnerability she's now showing will be her salvation. Maybe the process of letting herself feel the loss, without trying to mask it behind humor or a forced smile, will be the very thing that frees her from her burdens. For the time being, however, her journey appears to be one filled with both pain and resilience. Savannah Chrisley, once known for her quick wit and unapologetic confidence, now stands as an example of someone learning to cope in an impossible situation. As her fans watch her unravel and rebuild, they hope she will come through this stronger, kinder to herself, and with a clearer sense of her own identity, an identity that belongs not to the Chrisley name, but to Savannah alone.